Hey, welcome back everybody to another weekly edition of our phrasal verb vocabulary building. My name is Josh and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to go over some phrasal verbs and vocabulary about technology, the internet, and all that good stuff. So, let's get down to it. First of all, my upstairs neighbor is elderly. She's not really keen on technology, and she doesn't really have those skills. So from time to time, she calls me to help her out. And she has recently bought a new desktop and needed some support connecting the cables and pretty much setting up her computer to make it functional and user-friendly. So to set up means to, install, establish, begin, create. Depends on context. So I set her computer up. Connected to that, well, connecting the cables, we say you hook the cables up, right? Meaning just simply connect. And as native speakers, we use phrasal verbs quite often. It makes the language more fluid and it just puts everything together in a much smoother way. Two secondary meanings for these two phrasal verbs. To set someone up can also have a quite negative meaning. Like a tourist, I'm walking down the street and some guy puts drugs in my pocket. 2 minutes later, the police stop me and search me, and they find drugs. And they demand a bunch of money or I go to jail. They set me up, right? It's like podstawić человек in Russian. And to hook somebody up means to connect them with what they need or what they want. So you can use that, it's quite flexible. And another meaning of hook up means to have like a romantic meeting with somebody. I was out with my friends the other day and I was telling about this problem I was having finding an agency. And my friend's like, oh, I know this girl, she's a personal agent and she's in Europe and yeah, I'll connect you with her. So what did he do? He hooked me up with his friend. Not in a romantic way, in a business way, of course. I work all day on the internet with people, and from time to time, I forget to plug in my notebook, and it runs out of energy. I just use two phrasal verbs there. To run out of something means to finish, to empty, to have a lack of. And mind you, using the verb run here has nothing to do with running. And that's why using phrasal verbs can be difficult for foreigners at times because, to run means, you know what it means to run. Run out of means to empty, to finish. Very different things with those two additional prepositions. And I also used the phrasal verb to plug something in. Means to connect it to an outlet in the wall and give it a power source. While I'm working with my students, quite often I share my screen with them to give them some kind of visual aid, whether it be text or we're watching videos, reading, and often they ask me, Josh, can you please go up or go down? But that's more of like a direction or a command. And we would say to scroll up on the screen or scroll down, like on a document, on a Word file, on any kind of website. You scroll up, you scroll down, you zoom in, you zoom out, right? So 4 phrasal verbs right there. And that is what you should use when you're making a request for somebody to show you something. All right, I'm a very strict teacher, in a fun way, of course. I really appreciate when my students do their homework. So I always send some kind of document with grammar tasks, something to read, and it goes to their email. They should print it out, do the tasks, and send it back to me. So we say to print out. There's really no difference here. Just as a phrasal verb, you add the preposition out. All right, well, while we're spending time on the internet from time to time, you might get these boxes that just pop up all around. You're just like, close out, close out, close out. But they keep coming back and coming back every day. And I started to suspect that someone hacked into my computer and planted some kind of bug, some kind of virus, Trojan horse, malware, whatever it is. It's a real good idea to always, do a weekly scan, check on your computer, make sure it's up to date in order to avoid ending up with serious viruses and computer problems. Connected to that, we're probably all a victim or guilty of this, is that when we go to websites, sometimes they ask for our email in order for us to access the content, the material. And what happens? Our email boxes are just flooded with a barrage of newsletters and promotions and advertisements. And then the process of filtering those things out between what's important and what's junk. To filter out means to sort or to organize. And I've made it a habit recently to open all of these newsletters, go down to the bottom where it says unsubscribe, or in other words, to opt out of future offers. So opt out means to cancel, to remove yourself, and to opt into something means to take part, to participate, to sign up more or less. All right, so we've covered quite a few phrasal verbs today in a very short time. If you have any questions about these things, get a hold of me here on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you watch this video. If you have any questions about the functions of these words or anything that's not very clear, I'll be happy to answer your questions. And of course, I offer individual and group services and to help you improve your English, take you from here to here, improve your grammar, your vocabulary, your confidence when you're speaking, and give you that boost that you probably don't have right now. So I'm waiting for you. Let's get started and see you next week.